What is up, guys? Welcome to the Intuitive Souls podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I am so excited that you are here. If you are an OG and you keep coming back, you keep pressing play, learning to trust your intuition, expanding, stepping into your power, all of the above, I love you. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for wanting to do better. Thank you so much for wanting to step into the best version of yourself. You really don't have any clue that you just saying yes to you, what that does to your energetic state and how it just naturally expands you, and how that then raises the collective vibration because your light begins to shine a bit brighter. So thank you for being here. And thank you for just, supporting this podcast. If this podcast is helping you, if it's giving you the tips and tricks and tools to help you go inward and really just create a life of your wildest dreams, I would be eternally grateful if you can head on over to, I believe it's Apple, and write a review. Those reviews allow me to get this podcast to the ears that need to hear it. And now more than ever, I think this information can help a lot of people. But before you go ahead and click submit, make sure you send a screenshot to me at hello@ericarusso.co, no M, and I would love to send you a free gift just for supporting this podcast. So let's chat about what's going on in my world because I'm super fucking excited about it. I am launching a new program called Mystic Bootcamp. This program is very near and dear to my heart because it is the collection of everything that I have learned when it comes to psychic and mediumship development within the past 5 years. Everything is included, which is kind of amazing. You get access to mediumship fundamentals, which is my mediumship course that gives you a step-by-step in developing your mediumship abilities. You get psychic ascension, which is all about developing your psychic skills. You also get access to intuitive tarot. Reset and refresh bundle where you get 3 recorded breathwork classes. You get Psychic as Fuck bundle, which gives you 20 pre-recorded classes of psychic development circles, which is awesome because you get to do it in the comfort of your own home. And if you're somebody who gets embarrassed or, maybe you're a little shy when it comes to this kind of stuff, it doesn't matter because it's recorded and you could do it by yourself in your home and you're just flexing your muscles. So that's also kind of awesome. You also get so much other stuff that I should have written down before I recorded, but I didn't. The value in and of itself in just the recordings is over $2,000. Mind blowing. I still don't know why I'm doing it for the low price that I'm doing it for because it's beta and I want people to just get in. But anyway, not only that, when you sign up, you get access to 4 live coaching calls with me in the month of October. It's going to be epic, guys. And it is at beta pricing because this is the first time I'm offering it. So it's the lowest price possible. If you are interested in grabbing this, I would highly suggest heading to ericarusso.co or getting on my email list and coming in and hanging out, and it's going to be so good. I'm so excited for it. So yes, that is Mystic Boot Camp and it just launched today. So let's get to the episode, okay? Now, today's episode, I wanted to talk about this particular subject because there's so many podcasts out there and so much information about attracting your soulmate client, attracting clients, but there's very little information out there when it comes to when clients don't align. And this is a topic that needs to be discussed in the healer community and the coaching community because it happens. And we have to chat about it because it's important, okay? Now, I think that every single coach and every single healer can honestly sit there and say, yes, I've had an instance or I've had a situation where I noticed that the client no longer aligns, or the relationship isn't meshing well, or we're not getting the results that I was anticipating, all of the above, right? And here are the things that we need to understand when it comes to attracting, but also aligning with your clients, okay? Now, all of the law of attraction teachers and coaches are going to say, it's attraction, you attracted them. Yes, you did attract them. You very much did attract them to your space, to your business, so on and so forth. But also, please recognize that the universe and your guides and your angels, and sometimes even your ancestors, will put tests along your path. They will put pop quizzes along your path in the form of relationships, in the form of situations, to test you to see if you've learned that lesson. Okay? So, yes, sometimes it is because you attracted that client and there's something within you that needs to be healed in order to up level, or you're at the same vibration. But also, trust me when I tell you, the universe is a sneaky little fucker. And there are so many tests along the way to be like, did she learn this? Did we heal this wound? Does she recognize, did she learn it? Let's see. Let's sit back and see how she handles the situation, because trust me, they're doing it. They're doing it. Okay. So don't feel sometimes, yeah, you attracted them, but at the end of the day, please remember, there's so many tests, guys. I'm like shaking my damn head at it because it's, yeah. Anyway, so let's chat about things that you can do to make sure that you are attracting the clients or the type of clients that you want to attract. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we deserve to be well compensated. We deserve to have beautiful businesses. We deserve to leave our sessions, our healing sessions, our coaching sessions, feeling just as invigorated and activated as our client. Okay? So these are 5 things that you can start implementing into your business so you can be more aligned with the people that you are attracting into it. Okay? Number 1, first and foremost, is firm boundaries. Okay? This is a big one. So many healers have the people-pleasing wound, or they have, I just want to help people, which obviously we all want to help people, but we should also want to get paid and be able to keep the electricity going and put oil in our oil tank and pay our car insurance and put eggs in the fridge and all of that, right? So, firm boundaries. What does this actually mean? So, this means you create the rules of your life. You create your reality. You create the rules for your business. So if you don't want to give your clients private access to your Voxer account, if you don't know what Voxer is, it's an app that you download on your phone that's basically like a version of Nextel where you could do voice notes and texting and everything like that, but you don't have to give out your personal phone number. If you don't want that access given, you don't have to give it out, okay? If you only want to do sessions every other week, you can do so. Creating programs that align to what feels good for you in the moment is the most important. Okay. Maybe you're doing it session by session. A lot of people do that. But if you want to attract more serious clients, if you want to attract people who are ready and committed for serious growth and expansion, from my personal experience, this is just from my personal experience, the ones who invest in a higher price ticket usually get the better results because they're more committed to growing and healing and growing their business and so on and so forth. Okay. So creating firm boundaries is a big thing. Is that person able to email you with questions, or what are the time limits if you do give them Voxer access? Can they voice chat you at 11 o'clock at night, or can they call you at 5 a.m. in the morning? You get to create the rules. What a joyous thing. So make sure that you have firm boundaries when it comes to this. Are you doing healing sessions and life coaching? Are you going to intermingle the life coaching and the healing sessions together, or is it going to be separate? The choice is yours. You're the healer. You're the business owner. This is your gift to the world, so you get to create it on your terms. Don't think that because another person does it this way, you have to do it that way. You do what feels aligned for you, okay? Number 2, begin recognizing your wounds. This is huge. And if there's anything that you take away from this conversation, is this: you have to begin recognizing your wounds. Okay. What does that mean? Recognize your people pleaser wound, recognize your worthiness wound, recognize your money wound, recognize, your self-worth wound, all of the above. Okay. You have to start recognizing those wounds, because sometimes if a client comes in and if it's affecting you energetically and your emotional state, it's because it might be poking on one of your personal wounds. So whether that's like a money wound or a people pleaser wound, or anything, honestly, anything, you have to go within and you have to say, why is this bothering me so much? What is this poking at? What story is this beginning to tell again? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to reiterate this, there are many tests along the way. So sometimes someone comes in perfect at the divine timing that you are supposed to be healing your worthiness wound or recognizing the importance of boundaries. And this character is going to poke at it until you make a different move than what you would have in the past. So that's a big one. Okay. Number 3, say no. Say no. Okay. This is a big thing, especially when it comes to people that are healing from their money wounds, because, maybe you're in a scarcity mindset and you're like, oh my God, I can't say no to this client. I can't say no to this client. Trust me when I tell you, your mental health is more important than the money. There is no amount or value that you can charge that is going to be equivalent to the peace of mind of not, what am I trying to say? There's no price that you can charge that's worth more than your peace. That's worth more than your happiness, your mental health. That's what I'm trying to say. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. No is a boundary, and it is a strong one. And there are ways that you can go around it that, you don't sound like a hard ass. But at the end of the day, we know, healers aren't necessarily here to heal other people. Healers are here to heal themselves and lead by example. So if you say no, you're going to show the universe, oh, okay, I got this girl's number. I got this chick's number. She's doing it. She's working. She's growing. She's healing. No is powerful. No is a powerful spell. Don't ever, ever take it for granted in any scenario in your life. So let's chat about the fourth thing that you can do. Use your intuition. Ah, shocking, right? We're listening to the Intuitive Souls podcast and I'm telling you to use your intuition. How fucking basic of me. But yeah, use your intuition. Okay? Just because something looks right on paper, feels, looks right, doesn't mean it is right. That intuition of ours is that, what a powerful, powerful thing. How many times have you come across somebody in your journey where they look good on paper? Everybody loves them. They look, it looks wonderful. But that intuition of yours is like, there's something off and I don't know what it is. There's something off about this person and I don't know what it is. They got a good job. They have all their ducks lined up, supposedly. They paid their bills. They're a great mom, this and that and blah, blah, blah. But it's that intuition that you're sitting there and you're faking smile and you're like, I don't trust this person as far as I can throw them. Raise your hand if that has happened to you. Yeah, me too. Same, sis. So let's use our intuition about it. Okay. I really, truly, everything can feel good. All the ducks can be aligned. But if it isn't a hell yes, it's a no. It's a no. So be super picky with who you allow in your containers, especially at the one-on-one level. That is huge. Okay. That is a huge energetic connection with somebody. So it can very much affect you. So please, 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 please use your intuition. Okay. Now, the fifth thing I want to talk about, and this was a big thing for me, the past 5 years, and that's pricing. Okay. I started out my journey back in 2018 offering psychic and mediumship readings for 30 minutes for $35. Okay. Guess the kind of people I attracted back then. Just guess. Okay. And when I realized that the price point was no longer serving me, I raised them and I continued to raise them. And an indication that maybe you need to adjust your prices or your programs or maybe the time that you allot during your sessions is when you walk out and you're no longer feeling fulfilled. You walk out of the session and you feel a bit depleted. You walk out of the session and you're just like, you're not feeling like aligned as you should be when you are shining your light, living your purpose, and helping people. Okay. So adjusting your prices, your times, do it. Do it. Okay. Do it often. When it doesn't feel good, that's the indication that something needs to change. So that's a big thing. Another thing is, if you're doing spiritual readings, and again, this is just when you're doing spiritual readings, and if you're doing mediumship in particular, mediumship is a energy killer, let me tell you. And you do not need to do an hour-long mediumship reading. Hate to say it, but you don't. And there's been many times in my journey where I had particular clients that wanted 1-hour mediumship readings. So, the money wound that I had, I would oblige and do it. And then I would be out for the count for at least a day and a half afterwards, because that's how energetically draining it is, on top of running the business, raising children, running the household, and doing everything that I wanted, that I have to do. So I would say, especially for mediumship readings, all you need is 30 minutes, 45 tops. Okay. And that's even pushing it. But again, just you don't have to start with the same offers and services and programs that you begin with. That's the joy of being an entrepreneur. You can create as you expand. You can create as you grow. You can change whenever the hell you want to change. You can raise your prices whenever you want to raise your prices. That's why you went into business. You want to have the freedom to create the business that grows with you, that expands with you. As you grow, it grows. So, changing the sessions, changing the products, all of the above, that's what's going to help you feel aligned. Okay. And this is like my last thing that I want to say regarding this particular subject. Okay. It is a notorious fact that a lot of healers tend to be people pleasers. Okay. Because of this, they will end up serving their customers, their clients before they serve themselves. Stop doing that. Stop it. Okay. The more you say yes to you, the brighter your light shines. At the end of the day, your self-love, your compassion, the patience that you have with yourself and your own healing journey is far more important than saying yes to something that you don't want to say yes to. I want you guys to be the best possible versions of yourself. I want you guys to be the brightest lights in the room. And in doing so, you have to recognize that you have to come first. And you started these businesses because you want to help people, okay? But also, your business is a vehicle for your own growth journey. Trust me when I tell you that. So let it expand as you expand. And when you find yourself, I think it's also important, okay? This is my last thing. I think it's also important that when you're a spiritual healer or reader or anything of the above, it's important to take note of the seasons of your life as well. Meaning, if you need to focus on your physical world, you have to put more effort and intention into your home and your family and everything. Maybe it's not the best to be offering services to other people when you are in a chapter of healing. Just my own personal preference, okay? As healers, again, you lead by example. So, recognizing that it's a hermit season, recognizing that it's a season of reflection and deep inner work, focusing on whatever it is that's taking you away from focusing on your business, do it. Okay? Do it. Your clients, trust me when I tell you, they're going to love you even more because you take responsibility for your own healing. And that's basically what we want everybody in the world to do, is take responsibility for their own healing. Let's see when we get there. I don't know, man. Shit's pretty crazy. But yeah. So thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope that it gets to the right people because I want you guys to create businesses that are aligned with who you are, your purpose, your mission, and work for you. If you're a mom, if you want to be a digital nomad, create the business that works for you. I love you guys and thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you around the internet.